Hi.
Hey, good morning, Leighton. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Well, congratulations on this, and I think that you just didn't have any fun at all working with these guys.
Oh, you would think correctly. It was awful.
Torturous.
Yeah.
But seriously, you get a script or you get a call from, Adam Sandler, and I would think personally, just being a fan of those guys, it would just be a no-brainer to take on this role.
Yeah, it was definitely the biggest selling point for me was working with Adam and his whole crew and the whole thing. I mean, and also the fact that the script was so over the top amazing, so funny, so raunchy, and then add Andy and everybody else that's in the movie, and it just is perfect. It was definitely a different experience, and it was a lot of really funny, weird, dirty jokes and cussing and stuff, so I liked it. That's totally my kind
I
of
want to
humor.
ask you because when you are working on something that you know is R-rated and you know how raunchy the script is, and I'm sure that there's ad-libbing going on. Is it a bit of a freeing experience to just know that you can say whatever the heck you want, and hey, if it makes it, it makes it. If not, there's always DVD.
Yeah, exactly. And we definitely were given the freedom to do all that. And at first I was, I've looked up to Adam my whole life. I think he's such an amazing actor and comedian and filmmaker. I just think he's just wonderful. He's my hero. So
Yeah.
working with him, at first I was like, I don't know how far I can go. And then he was like, I think you should say this. And I was like, you want me to say that? Okay. And so, it was definitely gave me a lot of confidence. I think to be able to do this again would be really awesome, and just to make up your own jokes. It's and then it definitely goes into your real life where you start making dirty jokes, on other sets and saying cuss words everywhere you go, and you're like, I need to stop. I'm not on the set anymore.
Yeah, I think you have to tone it down a little bit for Gossip Girl, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they'd be too happy, but hey, listen, it's an experience, and you've got to take what you learn and take it to your other things.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to know what the secret is of keeping a straight face. How do you do it?
I don't. I couldn't. And I think that you would hear people off camera laughing. Everybody in the scene is laughing. Adam would sometimes even crack up at the stuff he was saying because it was just it's a side of him I think you've never seen, and things like just beyond your imagination of raunchiness and just insanity. So when I would be trying to keep a straight face, it would be more like holding it while tears were running down my face. So it was really either way you go, you're giving it away. So I wasn't trying to keep a straight face, but eventually I think we got it all right.
Yeah. What is it with the Happy Madison gang, and Adam Sandler, that what I love so much about him is that he's such a loyal guy. He brings in all his friends, he works with the people that he's comfortable with, but in the end, he really has remained such a humble and level-headed dude.
He has. He's totally changed my perspective about, I grew up watching, Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, and I love Punch Drunk Love. I think it's brilliant. It's such a great movie, and his performance in that is so inspiring. So to see that kind of versatility, and also he's so funny, and he just is nicer than he even has to be, on set, and he'll, call all the time to just be like, I just want to say thank you, and the movie's great, and I'm just like, he doesn't need to do that, and he does, and he's just really an awesome guy. It's very cool.
Why do you think funny people make such good dramatic actors?
I think it's him specifically. I think that movie obviously had a vision, and it was just, it's amazing, but it's also, he particularly, I think, even in his comedic roles, he brings a connection to a character. I think he's just like, he really puts his point across, and it's like taking a character that he would play in a funny movie and making it sort of an off-color sort of dark comedy, and making it like a dreamlike thing. I love that movie, so I think he just was brilliant in it, and I think he just has a connection,
Yeah.
He connects with the audience, he connects with the people he's working with, so.
As for you, it's so amazing to watch you, grow in terms of the TV and the movie stuff that you're doing, and now, of course, your musical career. And I want to ask you about that because you just get in a van with your bandmates and just go across the country, and it's got to be a little bit humbling, I would think.
Yeah, definitely. It's just doing that was like, I just realized I want to do that. I want to do it all the time, and that's how you connect with the people that you're going out for. I mean, you know, I went to Vancouver, I went to Portland, I went to places that, to connect with people face to face like that, and to be singing, especially things that I wrote. It's about my life, and for them to be listening to it and sort of connecting to it, it just was, it's amazing. And that's, I think, what it's all about. And, you know, releasing an album and all that, that will happen, but doing the tour was like, it was amazing.
Do you think the movie Country Strong changed your life?
Yes, it did. I think so. In many ways. I think just doing a film like that and performing and singing country and being in Nashville, which is amazing. And, you know, I mean, Tim McGraw gave me a guitar at the end of the film. So
nice.
That's how I started playing the guitar and writing my own song. So I have him to thank for that a lot, you know. But at the same time, I mean, obviously I'm not doing, you know, country music, but I definitely got inspired by it and by being there. So I sort of started to go down that road a little bit, and it's better for me. I like it.
Yeah. And of course, we have another season of Gossip Girl coming up. And what has it been like for you from when you started on that show and where you've grown to now? And what have you taken from that experience?
Just everything. I mean, I've grown up essentially on the show. I started it when I was 20 years old, and you know, I had, you know, 6 years in New York City with, you know, this character that has also grown very much. But just me, you know, I've seen sort of the good and the bad, and I think just doing a character for that long, you get to grow and have a lot of practice at, you know, different ranges of emotion, and kind of being on the brink of every emotion at all times, you know. And you have to be on set, and 1 minute you're crying, 1 minute you're trying to be snarky and laugh, and it's definitely work, but it's been a beautiful experience, and I've grown a lot during the time, probably because of the show.
Yeah, well, it's been fun to watch you, you know, grow and all this stuff, and I have to tell you, just hilarious in this, and keep playing those controlling, manipulative girls. I like that.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And come to Toronto and come sing for us here, okay?
I would love to.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out for you. Congratulations, best of luck with everything, and have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Okay, thanks, Leighton. Bye-bye.